Welcome to the Single Family Business. The chicken talk once again. We're gonna talk about chicken and we're gonna talk about layers in this episode 7. But in these layers, as you look at our screen, we're concentrating on profit, losses in chicken farming. Okufuna amagoba n'etufiirizibwawa mu kulunda of the ez'amagi. Tofuna kuki amagoba era kifiirizibwa kutya enkoko zino ez'amagi. We're gonna talk about that. 1. When you starting chicken farming, you all touched on it. A lot of things. They are right with the word quick returns. Ofuna man wa magoba or ofuna man will say it in Goku. That word is right, but how do we get profit? In chicken farming, as they say, there's great returns in chicken farming. We're gonna talk about as number 1, scaling profits. What do I mean by scaling profits? Uyongeza uchafu magoba agugwosubira oba agugwofuna nigeetutuma oba n'ogaziwa. In scaling profit, how do we do it at Sisanda Mix Farm? At Sisanda Mix Farm, the first goal for scale profit is feeds secure the food. Because the food determines the price of the eggs and the price of the chicken. How do we handle that at Sisanda Mix Farm? We plant our own maize. But still, after planting our own maize, we still source good maize out of other farmers around us and that outside. We source other good maize and we use it. That's one of the key factors in stealing profit. You have to have feeds because these feeds are volatile. The feeds availability is not consistent, and the prices are determined by the rise and fall of the price of maize. Now, after I figured it out in this business that the most first goes to feeding, because let me tell you, production processing players, 60 to 70% is production costs. The profit is 30%, and on that 30%, you move the 10% miscellaneous or contingency for unexpected things which will happen at the farm when you are not aware of them. Because in Uganda, you cannot access a clinic easily. Now that's a big challenge there. If you cannot access a clinic easily, then secure your feeds added to these feeds determine the market prices. Availability of these modernized concentrates. How do we handle that? Most of the time, these concentrates which are on the market disappear. For us who sometimes you get only broken your brand and mix it with the concentrate, which are bought. There are so many companies in Ghana now, others are growing up, but guys, choose where to buy your concentrate. Those concentrates, some are not doing the right thing for your chicken because we have different breeds of chicken. Look for a concentrate which is just gonna fit your chicken, not just go and buy something cheap. The other company opened up a concentrate is cheap, it looks like the other one. No, these chickens have specific content. Concentrates are specific 10 eatables and 8 eatables and growth eatables. Which concentrates you giving? But let's go back to the concentrates. Their scarcity and availability is also volatile. The price also keep on going up and down. But for them it's not only the price, even not being with the market. You will use a time where there's new market or I'm out of silver. I'm waiting for a container to come in next week or 2 weeks from now. Now, these are the challenges we have. Now, how do you handle that? Because these chickens are used to this staple corn secret. Now, the corn secret is not on the market. What are you gonna feed your chicken for these 2 weeks this guy is telling you? But you have to put him, and if he turns it to, it says that 3 weeks, 1 month. Because you know God, you don't know. You just assume they're gonna be there. But how are you handling that situation at this moment? Are you gonna buy a different consecrate? Because changing your food, as I would speak about our next episode, feeds. Changing of feeds abruptly reduces the production of eggs. That means bringing losses. As I told you in the other video of disease, that production, that healing duration, the healing interval, the healing timeline of the chicken is called loss, because the chickens are laying less eggs and eating that same amount of food and the same amount of water, same amount of vitamin, yet they're producing less eggs because they're in a recovery stage. That means you're fighting to get profit, but the cost is increasing, making losses already because of the duration in recovery. So we have to watch that so that we can scale profit. Losses work hand in hand with profits. As I'm speaking about losses, I'm also speaking about, as I'm free about profit, I'm also speaking about number 2 on our screen. Then I'm gonna end with the why. At Sesanga Mixed Farm, as a Sesanga family business, we pride in the word why. If you find out the why solution, then you have most of that keys to your goals. I've told you the food availability, the concentrate availability and scarcity. Now, if those ones are hidden, how are you gonna scale? How do we do it at Sesanga Mixed Farm? Storage of your food, planting your own chicken food, and finding a way of processing your own food. When you do all that, it gets back to you. You're not depending on others. That means you're depending on your farm and the production to feed your chicken 80%. When you know exactly guaranteed I have feed for my chicken, as you see in my goat stock, I have Bisagazi granted for my goats, I have the different types of flesh branded for my goats. Then I have the 68 acres, so those goes to graze it. And I plant my own maize to feed them too. When I meal the maize, I get the fossil out, sell it on the market, get the brand, mix it with the Bisagazi, add the concentrates, make my own goats pellet feeds, and each feed my young ones. My young ones start on organic pellets because they include Bisagazi, the local grass, my eggs which come from my own farm. I mix them inside, then I blend them, I put them the other vitamins, I make pellets. I will show you a video of that on our milling and our pellet making processes plus our manure making processes. Then you will see. Please come and support us. Our eggs are good, yellow yolk, too good. Although the demand is high for them, but we deal with quality, not quantity. You book ahead, you get your eggs. Come and order for our chicken. Our offices are there. Just look at the video. Mango. We at Mango next to YY Garage, opposite Textile Oil, adjacent to Zaudia Vicinity. There's a building called it Khalid, and you will see up that's a Samba Mixed Farm. Farm and support quality, not quantity. We have quality. Okay, let us speak up again. Let us go back to profit scaling. To get scaling in the profit, you have to see what are the market. What is the market base? When you start in this ticket, You're going to do your poultry in Nakasongora, like how we say that's the Sanda Mitzvah. Yeah, in Nakasongola. You descended the AS Nakasongola. You have to choose what are the main markets. Before my eggs, which Kampala, why can I sell my eggs nearby? Transportation of your eggs, the market conditions and the market basis plus market access. You have to have easy access to the market. You have to grow the structure before starting. That's how you can scale profit. But let us not be this Ugandan too. Get switch of the type of the moment, then you start planning in a rush. These, in farming as farmers, we patient, we risk takers, we plan ahead. Don't lie it to your soul, because you can be a farmer, we're farmers. We plan ahead, we risk a lot, and we patient. Now, disease control. Disease control, as I spoke about the ventilation in the poultry house, the other episode at Sesamba Mix Pram on our TikTok and Sesamba Family Business on our YouTube channel. Guys, I told you how to prevent diseases, and if you prevent diseases, you're gonna scale a profit because you're gonna have less expenditure at the farm. We spoke about disease availability. That one, you spoke about it. Now, let us see, how do we scale profit? What are the byproducts? What are the things we sell at the farm, which are not eggs, which we can scale it to cater for the miscellaneous? Because as I told you, production in layers takes 60 to 70%. To reach the 7A, that means you may have a profit of 30%. But, Mark, you don't put it in your mind that I have a profit of 30%. No. Remove the 10%, the contagious and miscellaneous funds and miscellaneous fees. I told you in the other episodes, if you have been following, how we handle that. Now, if we have that, you have the miscellaneous money, or you have some money put aside, then you can handle production, the cost of the eggs, because you're not gonna go by the volatile market when the eggs go up and eggs go down. With the eggs you can consume, because you have your backup. You have storage of your eggs. You're gonna wait until the market stabilizes and you start selling your eggs, because eggs have a duration of numbers, a duration of days when they expire or when they die. Before you sell them, you have that duration. Plan ahead, manage everything in time. It's all about planning. Egg maintenance. How do we maintain our eggs to stay for long so that we can sell them and get profit? For that one is too broad. We shall make a chapter, an episode about egg maintenance and storage. But to scale profit, you have to have a proper way of egg maintenance and egg storage. I talked about things we get from farming and saying, even if you're not selling the eggs. Now let's talk about manure. Like those chicken dumplings you saw in my video, those chickens, they like, we have a cage system. You put them in the cage, I just shown the video. They're like in the cage system. Now in the cage system, these chicken dumplings follow down as you look down in the video. When they follow down, we get the goza clean chicken dumplings, not mixed up with soil, not mixed up with any dust. Then we'll color to them. But they are mixed up with blood and they're so fat that we'll collect them. Put them in our dry machine. It dries them to remove all the water. Then we get a powder. We add in some ingredients. Then we pull them out on the market. We sell them as our manure, which we put in flower pots, gardens. If you go to our TikTok page and go to the actions of the maize stock, you can see how our manure has acted in our gardens. Because there I was showing you how we apply our manure, our homemade, our farm manure made in Uganda, processed in Uganda, working in our gardens at home and our plantations. Come and buy from us good manure, no smell, organic manure. Now, with daily that manure, you're gonna scale some profit when you sell that manure to other farmers around you. What does we buy and we sell at the farm? That manure money can help you pay laborers, increase the profits, and add on something which that small money helps in other ways. Let us talk about. We spoke about diseases. The diseases. Okay, you have to get direct market. Guys, this is rude, but I will speak about it. You have to get direct market.
These things of middleman coming to your farm and buying your eggs, then you reach at the end, that's the only way we don't get profit. Because these brokers or the middleman think they are helping us. They come at our farm, oh, I'm buying your tray, 8,000 Ugandan shillings, 9,000 Ugandan shillings, 10,000 Ugandan shillings. I want 50 trays. Yet the market there, the trays are 1,000, the trays 12K, 12,000. This guy is buying free 1,000. You missing the 1,000 in between there. You would have taken your eggs to the retailer and sell them 11K because the reseller is selling at 12K. But you start in your house redundant. Tetwagala kufuba ku ntebe zaffe baffe babboose bakama baffe ne tugamba mpa omutwala ate ffe abalina babba baffe ababeera e Bulaaya tetuba bakyala ate ffe bwe tutwa baami abali e Uganda ffe batulina bakyala baffe abali kubeeyo bakola tulowooza ssente bazinoga bayoola njole balwawo butava mu buliri genda ne bazinoga bwe mulowooza. No, this is certain hard worked money. Get up of your seat, go and look for the direct market. Have like 20% of your eggs or 30% of your eggs sold to the direct market. Then that's guaranteed. Then look for other options for these 70%. Because these chicken lay every day, you're gonna get filled up with eggs. You have to get direct markets. Abemidala abachapati, abachi. As look at the Sanga mixed farm, if they tell us the shortage, a goat's meat is so expensive, we change the mindset. We're gonna bring it to the cheaper ones. Kumidala jaffe, kusigiri jaffe. Tujije mu farm ennyama, tujyoche kusigiri, tukuwe embuzi eri organic, eri halal, obuchoma obuli halal, obuli organic. We have bridged the gap direct to the customer. Because that's how we're handling this challenge. Because the challenge of market access in Kampala, in Uganda, is really a big challenge, which needs government guidelines and streamline, which is not yet done and which we don't know when it will happen. Then we gotta find a way out. As farmers, we always find a way out. But due to us farmers being risk takers, we should have a contagious fund or plan or anything. Let our government come out, open structures for farmers' credit access. When the farmers can get access in less than 7 hours, because these weather conditions are tough, they come and spit, and we have climate change, and climate change is real. We have to change this mindset to tackle, to encounter all these upcoming challenges. We have to be changing step by step and system by system in order to catch up with the 21st challenging world. You don't have to be redundant. Oh, the other one did it like this. Oh, I have to do like this. If the other one did it like that, get it, look at your structure, look at the grounds. Are they favorable? Modify. The word is modify. Modify what you see to suit your agenda. Modify everything you see to suit your agenda. In chicken farming, the mind has to be like running, shifting. Any minute, it has to be shifting. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to Sesanga Mixed Farm. Thank you for listening to Sesanga Family Business. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah bless you all, followers and listeners. Amen.